If you are a software development business owner, there are so many things going on in your everyday's life. You have to fight the fires, handle escalations, do quality assurance, prepare tasks, eventually develop software yourself and do quality assurance. However, if you want to grow, you need to set your time and your priorities according to achieve this goal. You need to build a marketing and sales system. Otherwise, you will always just depend on your network and on referrals. But if you just have limited time, where should you focus on? What are the top priorities? And that's exactly what I'm going to show you right in this video. So you can be sure that when you focus on growth, when you implement marketing and sales systems, you go one step after another and you choose the activities that move the needle most. If you don't know me, my name is Manuel Pistner. I'm a software development business owner. Just like you, I struggled for years trying to get clients with hiring salespeople, hiring agencies, building in-house teams. Nothing of that worked. Invested 250,000 euro in the world's best marketing and sales trainers and coaches to learn digital marketing, then adapted it to software development, and my business generated 13.4 million in revenue in the past 4 years. And I'm handing down all these lessons to you so you know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and if you consider building your sales system or hiring an agency, you know what matters most and what you should avoid at any cost. So let's jump right in. Good, so there is one thing that is by far the absolute top priority you should focus on when you want to successfully attract high quality leads and clients through online marketing. Because look at it like this, there are so many software development providers in the world, in your country. And additionally, in these days, there are so many AI automation agencies. And yes, you compete with them. Because if you develop digital products, well, you have all these no-code agencies. And if you develop software apps to automate processes, you have all these AI agencies as your competitors. So how can you position your business and your offers so that you stand out in a crowded marketplace and clients see the value in working with you instead of with your competitors? That's what I'm going to show you right now in this first step, right? And it's not the channel. It's not if you choose LinkedIn or Meta or Google or cold calling or emailing if you want to do this. It's also not what you say. It is your offer. Okay, that's the number one priority. And let me clarify what the offer is. The offer is basically what you sell. Of course, you sell software development, totally get it. You sell the implementation, conception of digital products, maybe custom software, maybe AI software, maybe websites, maybe any kind of other software. Okay, but that's not what your clients want. Your clients want something else. They don't pay you for typing code manually. They don't even want your code. They want the result. And let me tell you this, they don't even want the software as the highest priority. What they want is the benefits they get from the software. So if you watch some of my videos, you saw me painting these two pyramids here, okay? And the first pyramid is the problem side, while the second is the solution, which means your clients have a problem, they want a solution, and the faster they can get from the problem to the solution, the more money they will pay because they pay for fast solutions. Let me give you an example. If you're selling, for example, apps, software to automate processes, which is, I would say, 50% of those software development providers in the marketplace I worked with. The others are developing digital products. If you develop process automation software, then clients want cost reduction. They want to see their costs, their time, effort, and money they spend on manual process execution go down. That's what they pay you for, okay? That's what they really want to see. If you develop a digital product, what your clients want to see is revenue increase. They want to have a digital product your users love, right? That's basically the solution side. And that's easy to sell so they can grow their revenues and make money. So that's one thing your offer always needs to contribute either to revenue growth or cost reduction, okay? Now, as I said, your offer is the most important thing. So what is this offer in this scenario? The offer is basically the bridge that gets your clients from understanding they have a problem to knowing what a solution could look like, to having a call with you where you create a high-level concept, to creating the concept and building the software and launching the software for them. Okay, so this is your offer to get your clients from here to there. You should put it in a format that's easy to understand for clients. Typically, one sentence is enough. Eventually, you know the elevator pitch. Let me just tell you one thing from a client I recently worked with. So they were selling software to automate very specific processes in factories. Now, they always just communicated, hey, we have this software, the name is this, we are in business since years. And they tried digital marketing. They try to build in-house teams. They try to hire salespeople and other agencies. Well, the problem with other agencies, by the way, is they don't understand, in most cases, your specific industry. They don't understand software development, right? If you are lucky, they understand digital marketing pretty well. A lot of them don't. However, they will still sell you, so take care. That's why you should pay attention to this video. Then you can challenge the providers you are going to work with. And the most important part is that they didn't know how to communicate the value of this offer. So now they were selling this process automation software, but they didn't get any success. Once they transformed their offer into a so-called result promise offer, one sentence like an elevator pitch, I will give you an example in a minute, their marketing took off. And it became so much easier to create ads that really resonate with the audience, because now people suddenly paid attention because they were able to talk about the problems of their clients and the desired solutions. And that's what makes people pay attention. And then they were able to communicate and articulate how they solved these problems. And now they were able to position their offer. They were communicating their offer in the following way. In just X amount of time, I think it was 3 days. So in 3 days, we install X software in your factory to automate your specific process. And we guarantee you save a minimum of 80% of time and costs compared to manual process execution. Right now, their clients listened and they started to pay attention. And even better, they booked sales calls and bought. That's why the offer, I would say it's like, okay, let's be realistic. It's 75%. But honestly, if you have an offer nobody wants or nobody understands, you can have the best marketing, still people won't buy. They might listen, right? They might like the problems, and they might like to hear that you understand their problems. They might also like to hear that there is a better way to deal with the situation instead of having the problems. They might hear that you have the solution. But if what you are going to sell doesn't resonate with them, if they don't want it, like if you want to sell burgers at the exit door of a restaurant, right? People won't buy it because they had dinner already. They don't want to buy food at this specific time in this specific place. So the timing is important, the place is important, and what you sell is very important. Okay, by the way, it depends a bit on what you sell. If you try to sell software development projects like a website relaunch, that's tough because businesses only need a website relaunch every 3 to 5 years. So you need to be present in your market so that when they are ready, they consider you. Okay, so that takes some time. The sales cycles are longer because these projects, they are not a need or desire in the specific company you want to win as a client all across the year. But if you sell something that helps increase revenue, or if you sell software that helps reduce costs, that's what businesses need all the time. So it's much easier to catch their attention if your message is right and then make them interested in your core offer. Okay, so that brings us to the next point. It's really your message. It's what you say and how you communicate the offer. It's like the packaging, how you package your offer into a message that resonates with your clients, okay? But if you don't have a good offer, don't spend your time on the message. Because if you try to package a shitty offer in a great message, people will open your packaging and see a shitty offer and they think, okay, no, that's not what I want. And then your marketing won't work because you try to sell something people don't want. I think you get that, okay? But if you have a great product, it's much easier to sell if you know how to package it into an attractive message. So your message is priority number 2. And how to build a message that resonates? Well, you always start with calling out the person you want to listen. Okay, for example, I always start if you are a software development business owner or if you are an agency owner, right? These are my 2 target audiences. I can only resonate with one at the same time. That's why this is only specific for software development businesses. It works for software development businesses, and I want you to pay attention, because if you are a software development business owner, this will make your marketing and your business growth a lot more successful. Okay, so you talk about for whom this message is designed. Then you talk about the problem. Okay, which problem these people should have. Then you make a jump in time and you ask them, hey, instead of this problem, if you want the solution, and then you mention your offer. Okay, and then there is the next step. That's it. Okay, that's how you structure your message. Like if you are a software development business owner, identity, and you struggle, problem, with getting a consistent stream of leads and clients instead of just relying on referrals and your network, let me tell you, solution, that there is a proven system you can install to attract high quality leads every day, every night, on autopilot and all that, while making profits in your marketing instead of just wasting money. Okay, solution, that's what they want on the other side. Here's how it works. In 30 days, we install our proven AI marketing system in your software development business that generated 13.4 million for my own business in the last 4 years. Okay, this is your offer combined with proof. And then here you have the next step offer, which is, so if you want to see the next step, the process to implement it, the pricing and the required investment, and how you can actually build it, then just click learn more, sign up, get access to all this information, and yeah, if you want, we can see each other soon. Okay, so that's the next step offer. And that's it. That's the message in the beginning that makes people listen. Now, the third step, of course, is your funnel structure. And structure, okay? And specifically in times where all these marketing platforms use AI to target the right audience for you. It's not anymore based on all these like interests and demographics to laser target people. No, it works by creating a message that follows exactly this structure that I just showed you, okay? And this will feed the algorithm of Meta. LinkedIn does work a little bit different, but it doesn't really work well. But Google works in the same way. It feeds the algorithm with data, okay, with whom you want to target, which problem these people should have, which solution they want, which offer they would be interested in, and eventually, if they take the next step as the next step offer, Meta targets these people who resonate with your message. So the funnel structure needs to use this and provide the right data to Meta so that Meta has correct data to bring you more qualified leads. If you get this wrong and you count every lead as a lead, without filtering the lead and qualifying the lead, you just condition the algorithm with trash data, and guess what? You just get more trash leads. That's what I hear from like business owners talking to me all the time when they have burned by a marketing agency that just asks them, okay, what do you want to say? Right? I have no idea what I want to say. That's why I hired you. That's the first problem. They don't understand your industry and the needs and desires of your clients. And second, they count every lead as a lead. Wrong contact data, totally trash people who have no money at all, right? Totally wrong intent. They sign up, don't even know what they signed up for, right? So all these things are attributes you factor in to lead quality. And only if you have a person who entered correct contact information, who confirm that they are interested in what you want to sell, that they are the right person, remember, right person is very important, and eventually in the right industry, if you have an industry focus, only then you should report back a lead. Because now you condition the algorithm with correct data, and this will help you get more qualified leads because lead quality goes up whenever you feed the algorithm this alien-like intelligent machine with the right data. Okay, so that's very important. That's why the funnel structure is priority 3. Okay, you can have the best funnel structure. If you have a shitty offer and message nobody understands, you will not even get the shittiest leads in your funnel because nobody understands what you are saying and nobody wants your stuff. Okay, then the funnel structure doesn't become a problem. But if you nail offer and message, then your funnel structure is very important and has a very high leverage on your lead quality. By the way, just one hint, you should not optimize to get the cheapest leads. You should optimize to get the cheapest qualified leads, because cheap leads, they might look nice, but you can never convert them into paying clients. That's why you should optimize for qualified leads, because these are people that are the right person, want what you sell, have the budget, give you correct contact information, and these people are much more likely to buy from you. And that's what you want to optimize your marketing for, okay? So yeah, these are the top 3 priorities. Now, for you, that means if you plan to work on growth, on building a marketing system, on creating a strategy, basically that's what it is about. First, work on your offer, okay? Make sure you have a good offer. By the way, if you want to get a swipe file with proven offers, below this video is a link. It's very cheap. You can just like sign up for 27 or 47 or 97 euro, depends on what the current price is right now. And it also gives you a message framework, and it also shows you the exact funnel structure. So basically you can get all this done in, let's say, 2 hours if you invest a bit of money. But if you don't want to invest any money, then like marketing won't work for you anyway at all. You just need to continue then like wasting your time with phone calls and email marketing and hoping for referrals to come and exhaust your network, right? So if you don't want to invest your money, you have to invest your time, or like you invest nothing and you won't get any clients, right? That's just how it is. I just want to be very honest and transparent with you. Yeah, that's it. So if you want to see more of these videos, then I would appreciate and like to motivate you to click like and subscribe. It helps me stay motivated to create more of these videos, and these videos help you grow your business faster, more profitably, and with less work. I'm looking forward to the next video. Cheers and happy scaling.